Hey everybody, it's me, Marquita. Hold on, where's my mic? Okay, hopefully there's no cracking going on. I just wanted to make this video on election eve. Like tomorrow is the 2024 presidential election. I just want, if you see this before or even after the election, I just want to tell everybody, if you can vote, please vote. But if you can vote and you don't vote, I really am trying to be sympathetic. But I don't want you, the person, to be the first one to complain if the world is not going the way that you wanted it to go. And that's not for either side. That's not for either, well, yeah, either side. I'm not saying, oh, only Republicans, only Democrat, only Independent, only Green Party. No, I'm saying, if you vote, thank you for whoever you wanted to vote for. Thank you. But if you didn't vote and you are able to vote, and that could be mail-in ballots, if you are legal, allowed to vote, and if you have that choice. Like, I'm not coming for people that don't have a ride to the polls. Hopefully your neighbor, your family member could come and pick you up and take you. God willing, I will get to vote tomorrow. I hope, God willing, that our vehicle works. Let me say that. If I knew that my van was reliable to go and pick people up and drop them off, I would. But I can say, yeah, I'll come and pick you up and I'll take you to the post and take you back home. But because I don't even know if it's going to work for me, like where I have to go vote, if it's the same place where I voted for the city, not city, the little election that was the 2 years for the Senate and the House. I think that's what it was. If that's the place where I have to go to vote, then that's walking distance from my house. Now, I'm fat, and it's literally down a hill and up another hill, but it is walkable. Like, I can walk there. I'm not going to be happy because driving is like 2 minutes from my house. Walking is probably a good, like, look, I'm fat. Maybe 10-15 minutes there, 10-15 minutes back. Because like I said, I have to walk up a hill, go down the hill, walk up another hill. But that's just because I live on the side of a hill. So I have to, like, to get out, like when we got snowed in January, it literally wasn't even that bad outside. Like, yes, it was snow on the ground, but that's not the reason why we couldn't leave. The reason why we couldn't leave is because in order to get out of, in order for us to drive, the only way that we could go is come out of our parking lot and go down the hill, or come out of our parking lot and go up the hill. And if we go down the hill, there was zero chance that we were going to get back up that hill. And same difference. If we would have came out and tried to go up the hill, we would end up at the bottom of the hill. So, like when I say I live on the side of a hill, I live on the side of a hill. And because I don't live on a main road, they were not icing my roads. They wouldn't icing. Like, I don't even live on the main street of where I like the street that I have to go up or down is it people do go up and down that street, but like no city vehicles have to take my road. That's what I mean, the main street. Like the one that's behind us at the bottom of the road, yeah, that's considered a main street for our neighborhood, but it's not the main street for the city, so that didn't even get iced. But like I said, if I have to walk, I'm not gonna be happy, but I am able to walk up a hill, go down a hill, and walk up the other hill to get to the place to vote. So yes, I would still be able to vote if that is the voting spot that where I went last time to vote. I say that. But this is, I don't know the law. I've been trying to look it up, and I don't even know what I was supposed to be looking up, but I tried to get my sister to go sign up to vote, and she is or was not, and I don't know if the law changed, able to vote legally. And since she don't know, I can't find it, we didn't sign her up to vote. And I'm 40 and she's older than me, so she's my older sister, like my blood sister. When I say blood sister, I mean we have the same parent, like we have the same mama, but different dads. Um, but yeah, so I if my mama was alive, I would I would be saying the exact same thing to her, even though the apartments that she lived in, um, like brought the absent ballots, sorry, the absent ballot to her. I mean, I guess, yeah, because my sister lives in the same place. I wonder if, see, I don't go on that side of town anymore because literally her and my mama lived in the same building, and I don't, I know that that's the only place that she got to live. She didn't live with my mama. She had her own apartment, and my mama had her own apartment. She's way stronger than I am, because I don't even like going on that side of town. That's too close to, that's, I'm not ready yet. It's only been since August. It is now November, and I'm literally crawling over broken glass on my hands and knees trying to get through the days. I don't I I don't want to get on any medicine because my thing is, and this is just my outside thinking, I don't want to get on any depression medicine because I know why I'm depressed. And like, I go talk to my therapist on Wednesday. I had to miss last Wednesday because we didn't have gas money to get to the office. And I could have did virtual, but I don't want I don't really like to do virtual unless I have to. But I think I will get to see my therapist on Wednesday. Hopefully everything still goes well to where I can go out get a visit. Um, and he wants me to meet with someone just to talk about medicine. I already told him I don't want to get back on it. I don't want to get back on any depression medicine because every single time that I have been depressed, every single time that I have been unhappy, I try to ask myself, why are you feeling like this? And every single time I knew why. So I don't feel like I need any medicine. Sorry guys, my throat. I don't feel like what time is it? It's 9:41. Okay. Anyways, I don't know how my throat, I don't know how my brain is. Let me think. Thank you, Dawn. Sorry. I was about to call him the H word. I call it because my brain, I feel like it's evil. It attacks itself. That's why I changed it to Don Caholi. You know what? I'm not saying that right. The dude the man of La Mancha. Anyways, because my brain is crazy and it attacks the dragon, which is the windmill on this wooden horse. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. That was not a weave. I was explaining why I call my brain Dawn. And I used to call it the H word. I won't say it. But I only called it that because, you know what? I don't need to go down that road. Focus. Come on back. I know why I'm sad. I knew why I was sad in the past. And like I said, I might have been sad and down, but I always snapped myself out of it. Because in the past, I was sad, I was depressed, I was unhappy because I felt like my life goal, what I am, what I feel like the reason I was born was to be a mother, and that's all that I ever wanted. And the day that my girls were born is when all that went away. Now, I'm not going to say that I did not get angry. I'm not going to say that I did not get sad, but it was never because it was never because I was sad that my life was not what I wanted it. It was never sad because I had a kid. It was always, if I'm sad or if I'm mad or angry or anything, it's because my kids, it's because I can't give my kids what they need. And and like the first time after they were born, it was because they both were sick, and I couldn't take that away from them. I could not take their pain so that they would not have pain. And I literally was at Children's Hospital crying, mad at my sister because it was her fault. It was. But I don't feel like that no more because I have two beautiful babies. Two beautiful babies that my sister gave me. Kicking and screaming, but she if not for her, I wouldn't have them. And I know that, and I thank her. She doesn't really understand that that's what I think her. But yeah, I'm forever in debt to her. But when I say that to her, she's wanting financial debt. She's wanting me to pay her. But you know what? Anyways, back to what I was saying. I feel like now that my mama's gone, it's my responsibility to take her place in taking care of my sister. And I have. I have tried my hardest. I'm still not strong enough to help her because I still need help. But I try to give her whatever help I have. I try to give it to her. But I can't. I I am not mentally ready to take on her problems and my problems because I'm still not fully handling my own problems. Now, like I said, I was trying to find the oh, sorry. I was trying to find the information. I was trying to figure out, could she vote? And I could not find it. And like I said, tomorrow is election day. And I know hopefully somebody helped her out with that because I told her, if you don't vote, you can't complain. And I want to run that back. In my other video, I never got to explain what I meant. And I didn't want anybody to take anything wrong when I said that the only people that I have told who to vote for was my mama, my sister from my heart, and my son. What I meant by that is I did not tell them, this is who you vote for. This is who you're going to vote for. That ain't what I meant. What I meant was, with my sister from my heart, back in 2016, it was for that election. And she said she wasn't going to vote. And I and I could tell y'all who I voted for, or who I was going to vote for. What I told her was, why are you not going to vote? Every vote is important. And she's like, well, I don't know who to vote for. And I said, well, I'm voting for Bernie Sanders. And this is when he was still in the running, before Biden and Kamala and Trump, Trump wasn't trying to become a Democrat, but it was um, who was going to run, or who was going to run on the um, on the Democrat ticket. And I told her that's who I'm going to vote for. And she's like, well, and I think it was Yang. I think he was still in there. But I was about to say somebody to school with, and I don't even think that that's that man's name. My bad. I swear I was about to say his name. Anyhow, uh, back to what I was saying. But yeah, so I told her, I go, well, if you don't know who to vote for, just vote for Bernie Sanders. But I wasn't telling her, you're going to vote for him. This is who you vote. No, that ain't what I said. So when I said, that's who I told who to vote for, that's what I meant. I wasn't telling her she's going to vote or she has to. No, she was saying she didn't know who to vote for, and I told her who I was voting for at that time. Now, I don't know who she voted for. She might have voted for Trump in 2016. I know she voted for him in 2020, and I know she voted for him in 2024. I love her. I love her. I love her for that. because she knows what she wants and she knows what's best for her immediate family. And you know what? That will never change. I'm glad she voted for Trump. I am. Because politics is way more important than family. Now, my son, I don't know who he voted for. And like I said, anytime I asked him what he gonna vote, he said he didn't know. He said, well, I don't like either person. And when I was saying that, I was like, okay, well, have you did any research? And he was like, yeah, a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to vote. I said, well, I'm voting for, and I can't remember the very first time that came up. Because I want to say it was the 2020 election. I really can't remember if it was just this last election. I'm gonna say it was, but don't hold me to that. But I told him who I was gonna vote for, and I was like, I'm gonna vote for Biden. And I said, but that's only because Bernie Sanders is not in the running. That's who I'm voting for. And he's like, well, I don't think I'm gonna vote for either one of them. So I don't know how he voted. I don't know. And so that's what I meant when I said the only people that I have told who to vote for was them. And it wasn't me saying that that's who they're going to vote for. And that's who they should vote for. That ain't what I was saying. What I was saying is I told them who I was going to vote for. But I never was saying who they should vote for. Now, with my mama and my sister, like I said in the other video, they're the only two that I have said to them personally, if you don't vote, you can't complain. But I felt like I had that right to say that to them. I never said that to anybody else. I mean, I say this general to people now because there's a lot of people that I know personally that choose not to vote, not because they can't. And when I say that they can't, it's either they can't get a mail-in ballot. Yeah, you can't if you don't get the ballot. You can't if that law is still on the books where felons, convicted felons, if they cannot vote. So yeah, you can't vote. But if you are able to vote, if you can get a mail-in ballot, if you can drive yourself, or if you can get somebody to drive you, and you still just choose not to vote, then yeah. Don't complain if whatever you're hoping for your next 4 years, don't complain if you did not try to get that thing or try to not get that thing. Like I said, I don't care who votes for me. I don't care who you, the person, the famous them famous theys. I don't care who the famous y'all now. I don't care who y'all vote for. All that I care for is that y'all voted. I don't care who you vote for. I love you for voting. And I don't care who you vote for. So I wanted to make that clear when I say don't complain if you don't vote. If you cannot vote, I am not talking about you. I am only talking about the people that have the option to vote and they choose not to. If you want Trump to be in office and you don't vote for him, then don't complain if he is not in office. If you don't want him in office, I mean, if you don't want him in office, or let me flip it, if you want Kamala in office and you don't vote for her, don't get mad if she's not in office. If you don't want her in office and she does get in office, then don't complain that you did not vote for her to be in office. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't care who you vote for. All that I care is if you vote. If you vote, you can complain if what you voted for or what you voted against, either or, is happening. It is happening or not happening. I'm trying to make sure that I said that right. Gosh, it's after 8 o'clock. I'm getting my words out, what I want to say, but my thoughts are not coming out. Like I said, when people's like, "Oh, Trump, you're doing the weave," like I said, I could do the weave. I know that I got a touch of sense. See, look at me. Look at me. Really? You gonna embarrass me after I try to give you a compliment and saying that I could get my words out, and now you want me to trip and fall? Okay, see, in real time, guys, in real time. I told you, I know that I have a touch of sundown. Come on now. My brain got stabbed multiple times. Why wouldn't I have a freaking machine in my head? Why wouldn't anything be wrong with my brain? Yeah, that was what, 9 years ago? Okay. That don't mean anything. It still happened. It still was 2 brain surgeries in the same day, 12 hours apart. Yeah, I know that, like, if I have dementia, I know what it's from. It's from the double brain surgery. It's from, come on now, Keita, get it together. Come on now, let me talk. It's from having something permanently in my brain. Yeah, I know what mine is from. I can admit that I have it. I am in real time. I can feel it. I can hear it. Like when I speak, when I'm trying to have a conversation and words leave me. I lose words every night around 8 o'clock. This, I guess, because, it's not 8 o'clock, it's 9. Maybe it gets better at 9. I don't know. I try not to have serious conversations. But y'all seen the real time. Real time. I'm trying to say words and my words don't want to come out. So far, I haven't lost a word. I'm just stumbling and flipping over some of the words. But that's me. That's the new me. It's been me for 9 years. That's all I'm saying. I know that I have changed after my double brain surgery. I know that. I know. I can see it. I can feel it. I can hear it. But I try to maneuver around it. And I don't make any excuses as I'm a genius. No, y'all say that I'm rambling. I know that I ramble. I know it. I can hear. I know that I can talk a lot. My point of it is, and like, for me to get around my brain now, I have to watch all my videos at 2 times speed. So if y'all look at this, please put it on 2 times speed. You know what? Maybe I should clip this, but it's at the beginning of the video so that people know to go on and speed me up, because I know I'm a slow talker and I'm very long-winded. Let me end this video. Please go out and vote if you legally can vote, and if you are able to get out and vote. Please, please, please go vote.